Hey everyone, welcome to Riding Rustic Routes. This weekend I'm heading out on a 2-day bikepacking trip along the Down East Sunrise Trail here in Maine. I'll be camping out one night at Cottonwood Campground, and the plan is just to ride and see what the trail has to offer. This is my first bikepacking trip. However, I've been racing bikes most of my life. BMX when I was a kid, mountain, road, triathlon, even some 12 to 24-hour adventure races. But I've never actually packed up a bike, loaded gear, and headed out overnight. The Down East Sunrise Trail is about 87 miles long, stretching from Ayers Junction to Ellsworth. It's actually the longest off-road section of the East Coast Greenway. The Sunrise Trail is predominantly an ATV trail, wide, rugged, and full of loose, chunky gravel. You're definitely not alone out here, but most riders were friendly and gave me plenty of space. By midday, I rolled into Machias, right along the river. Perfect timing for lunch. There's a little food truck parked here, so I grabbed a bite before pushing on. Back on the trail, the pattern kept repeating. Long, quiet stretches through tall pines and beautiful bridges, then the buzz of ATVs, then silence and beauty again. Even with the dust, I didn't mind. The trail's wide enough that everyone has space, and once they're gone, it's peaceful again. The chunky gravel makes it a little tougher than typical rail trails, but I guess that's part of the challenge. By late afternoon, I reached Cottonwood Campground. Instead of setting up an old tent, I had the tiny bird cabin waiting for me. Simple, small, and right off the trail. For dinner, I crossed Route 1 into Columbia Falls and grabbed fried chicken. Back at the cabin, I just relaxed. There's cell phone coverage and Wi-Fi, so I checked in with my family and said goodnight to the kids. Besides being sore, it was a great first day on the trail. The next morning was quiet. I packed up the bike, loaded my gear, and rolled back out on the trail. Same chunky gravel, same rhythm of quiet stretches broken up by ATV groups. Down East Sunrise Trail might be rough and dusty, but it's the longest off-road section of the East Coast Greenway, and that makes it special. Thanks for riding along with me, and if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next Rustic route.